Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hello and welcome to M.Shakir. Today we are going to discuss the SAP ABAP module pool programming, and it is also called the screen programming in the world of SAP ABAP. So in this series of video we are going to discuss the first one, that is general overview. In general overview we will learn the single transaction programming model, what is single transition programming model, and how to use the single transition programming model and how to implement this model into SAP ABAP. And then the second, we will discuss how to organize the program using includes. So let's move on. First of all, we should know what is user dialog. A user dialog is any form of interaction between user and the program, like entering data, clicking the button, choosing the menu item, and clicking and double clicking the ALV or list field. It's mean that every type of interaction between user and the program, either it is a clicking of button, either it is any query, either it is any search filter, or either it is the entering data. Each type of interaction of user is called user dialog. The interface which used to interact between the system, between the SAP system and the user is called the user dialog. Let's move on. The concept of single screen transaction is also an important part of module programming that nobody discuss. So let's explore what is single screen transaction. Input screen and the transaction screen combine in one window, and we can say it the single screen transaction. Move on. The facility to switch between create, change and display screen. This is only the example that in the module programming or the single screen transaction we can switch between the create screen to the change and display screen, or the change screen to the from the change screen to the create or display screen, and simultaneously it's facilitate the user to switch between this type of transaction, because most of the user only uses these type of three transaction. Either he is doing some editing the data, either it is he is creating the data, or either he wants to only display the desired data. This screen also provide the respective filter for facilitating the user, because user always want to edit or change or delete record for a particular record. So for this, SAP or single screen transaction model provide a filter for the user. Now, for example, a particular PO or particular sale order for any salesman who want to edit the particular sale order. We will do exercise for this directly into the system by using the transaction FB60, ME23N and VA03. As you know, ME23N is a purchase order screen and VA03 is related to the sales, that is sale order. So we will do some exercise and we'll try to understand what is single screen transaction actually is. So here it is. Let's explore the transaction FB60. So this here it is, the transaction enter vendor invoice FB60. You can see that it have the particular menus that are document, added, go to, extra, and also it have the some function bar, that is tree on, company code, hold, simulate, park and editing option. These are the function bar, and if we want to perform some other function, we use this function bar. After that, there is a different type of tab exists in the header section: basic data, payment, detail, text and note. And in the beneath there is a detail tab or tabular type of data exists here, which will have the information of related transaction. So after that, in the last but not least, there are some specific buttons lying in the beneath of the screen, that are copy, paste and copy lines, which facilitate the user very much. So all the things, all the tabs, or each and every element, including functions, function like treon. If we click on the treon, it will display the required filter for facilitating the user, as we discussed earlier. So it facilitate the user according to its requirement. Here, if we move to tree off, so we have different type of tab, that is payment, detail, tax and note. All these tab have different screen numbers. For example, the main screen, if we want to find the screen number of the screen, we will go to the system and the status. After that, the system will show the current screen number of this transaction. Here it is. The screen number of this transaction is 1100, and the program name, program name is SAP MF05A, and the transaction is FB60, as we know. So this is only the introduction of module programming, and also I want to give you some brief introduction of single screen transaction, which include multiple type of screen according to the business requirements. Let's explore another example of SAP ME23N, that is the purchase order application, display purchase order application. As the system is showing, start of application, display purchase order. Here it is. Now you can see that that on the left hand side, document overview on is showing, and also it also has some functions in the function bar, and also it have the header, detail, three type of detail section, and one of the header section. So every header section, if we go to the header section, it have delivery invoice, condition, tax, and so on. Each tab is, and if we will explore in later in this series, that each type of tab have is maintained into the another sub screen area, and at the end all the sub screen area merge into the single SAP screen. Furthermore, each subscreen have some different type of element like activate, update, condition record. All are dependent, or all are related to this type of subscreen area or subscreen. Let's move on. Let's explore the main type of model of single screen the module programming, which is mainly used, or which is mainly or which is very important for every beginner or for every developer of SAP ABAP. So in this screen we have the process flight main screen. In this process flight main screen, that it's showing the data of the connections or the process flight, and also it's provide the facility to maintain flight data. It also provide the facility to maintain booking of the flights. And move on, if we go to the connection tab, it will transit, or it will call the sub screen, that is the uh, screen number 110. Also, if we want to uh, do some the aircraft data maintenance, so it will be processed, or it will be handled via screen number 130. Last but not least, if we want to change, or if we want to change the technical detail for aircraft, if we want to display the technical detail of aircraft, we will use the screen number 120. The user will not have to any concern regarding the screen number of this transition. He will only click on the desired tab, and he will start working on it. These all screen number are important for the developers and the designers who want to do module programming in SAP ABAP. This is the only simple sample of screen for the understanding of my ears, that what is module programming actually is. Because if we know the structure behind the scene, we will do some good type of programming by using this type of SAP ABAP programming. Alright, hope you understand. Let's move on. ABAP program type. ABAP program types are also the important part of SAP ABAP programming. In the SAP ABAP programming, we have two main type of program. That is, number one is executable program, and the number two is module pool program. Number one, as executable program, it have the type 1. If we discuss the purpose of this executable program type, it is a set of processing block processed in a predefined order. It uses standard selection screen. It is used to create basic list or LV, and also it is used to call the SF, that is smart form. In short, in a precise way, it is a set of SAP ABAP statement, processed SAP ABAP statement, which arrange into a particular order. And this type of program also mainly used for standard input selection screen. Also, it is used for creating or for developing the basic list report or the ALV list report. Last but not least, it is also used for calling the smart form via for the displaying of formatted reports, because we make our desired data into the executable program type 1, and then we export this data to the smart form, and smart form displayed accordingly and according to the desired format. Let's move on. The module pool type M. In this module pool programming, we will use this type of ABAP program type, that will be the type M. So we must have to create T code to execute. Also, the executable program don't need to create the transaction code, whereas module pool program you must have to create that transaction code to execute it. Further, we can control the sequence of screen either statically or dynamically. It means that as we discussed earlier, change, display, and create screens. So we can control the sequence of this screen via dynamically via the module pool programs. Let's move on. In the continuation of ABAP program type, the remaining there are also the four types of ABAP program type exist: function group, include program, interface pool, and the class pool. Let's discuss one by one. Number one is function group. The point to be considered is that all these type of the remaining type of ABAP program are the containers, serve as a container for modularization unit that can be called from other program. It means all are are the type of supportive program type for the two main program type, that is executable program and the module pool program. So the include program can be used in the module pool program and can be used into the executable program. Function group can also use into the executable program and also use into the module pool program. Let's find what is function group. A function group can contain function module, local data declaration, and screen. And the include program are contain any type of SAP ABAP statement. The main difference of executable program and the include program is that include program are reusable unit type of unit, and it can be used in any type of in multiple type of program, either it is module pool or either it is executable program. Whereas interface pool type J, it have type J, and interface pool can contain global interfaces and local data declaration. For the complex programming, we need to gather the same type of interfaces into a or same type of local and global data declaration. We use the interface pool. Last but not least, it is called class pool. It's have type K. A class pool can contain global classes and local data declaration. Similarly, if we are doing a complex project, we will use the class pool for improving the performance of the application, or for improving the performance of the application. We must have to use global classes and the local data declaration. So let's move on. Our next topic is program organization. The program organization is also the the program organization is the vital role in the ABAP module pool programming. So a program consists of a single source that contains all the necessary processing block. Program code easier to understand. For using the program organization, we can make our program easier to understand and easier to maintain for the future use. For example, for data declaration, you should use include program. Move on. When we create processing block, the system automatically asks in which include program it should place the corresponding source code. It's mean that when we create include program, it automatically asks user where this type of include program in will be used. Let's move on. So these are the table of flight data model, very famous flight data model, and these four tables are very important for our future module pool programming, and let's explore it one by one, and because it is also an important part for our future for our coming series of videos of module pool programming. These tables are not very complex. you can understand by using, by exploring by yourself also. So I advise you to first explore before moving, or before my next video of this topic. So you should explore all these four type of tables by yourself. um, I must say you that the SPFLI have three key field, S flight have four key field, and the S book have five key field, whereas the SAP SA plane have only the two key field. So that is also important. Last but not least, program organization. For the detail and for exploring the program organization of any module pool program, we can explore it by using the transaction SEAT, and in the SEAT we have to enter the program name. It will automatically show all the types of global declaration, events, form routine, PI module and PBO module. We will discuss PI module, what are the PI module and PBO module, and so on in my coming videos. So hope you understand what is the purpose of module pool programming and how SAP is implementing this type of SAP module pool programming into its transaction. Each and every feature we will discuss later in this series. So stick to this series and stick to my channel, and if you like this video, do click on the like button, and also take care of yourself. Bye bye.